Uh, Hey, hello. How are you doing? This is Jasmin Jairo from the Netherlands here in Zalhem, this little beautiful village in the Netherlands. Thank you for joining. And how are you doing today? There have been some things, man. So maybe we should talk about that. And in case you're wondering what is up with the blanket, right? I'm cold, and I've turned up the thermostat to 19 and a half degrees, so it's not cold in the room. But I am cold to the bone. And it has probably to do with the last few days. So on Wednesday, I was selling and I was working, and then it started to snow, right? And I've made a very short video about that for, well, you know, the maniac selling in the snow. And today I was also working, and it rained all the time, man. So I got wet. My socks got wet, and now I'm just cold. But I think I have a very important message to share with you, and I must be a little bit careful about it. Uh, so if you like learn something from somebody else, or you read something by somebody else, then and you want to write about it, then you can only do it with a quote, right? And then you have to say who has said it or written it, right? To give credit to the original source. Uh, so um, I can tell you, I think, man, I think this is like really important, right? And so there have been a few things. I am becoming an older timer, which means I'm working 7 days a week, every day. That is good. I obviously have sold more and I have earned more, so it works very well for me. I also encourage other people to do so. We have reached more than 1,000 subscribers at YouTube, and also more than 4,000 watch hours, which means that it is possible to get paid a few pennies by YouTube, right? And so I was thinking about what's now to do, right? And I have just decided to put out valuable advice, valuable content, right? That is the best way. So, for all you people who have subscribed, who have watched my videos, who have liked and commented, thank you very much for being supportive. Um, Okay, so let's get to the point. Uh, well, maybe I can tell you a little bit of background, right? So between 2007 and 2012, I've started working at Landal Green Parks in the kitchen. I started as a dishwasher and I worked my way up until cook. And I was still living at home. I got paid every month. I did not have much expenses, so I had a lot of in savings, right? And I was looking at, well, what can I do to make my money grow, right? So I read some books on finance. I took some courses on finance and investing, and I invested in stocks and in a bond and in mutual funds. And I had read in this section on pensions that uh, if you would like work 47 years or so in a country, then you get a full pension, right? But if you're an immigrant, you just came to the country, and when it's your time to retire, you will only have like 20 years or 25 years of a work history. You will get a pension cut, right? So, that being the case for both of my parents, that's obviously fucked up, right? That when you retire, that's not a time to when you maybe not are not even able to work anymore, right? That you don't have enough money, right, for the living expenses. So then I decided to become rich, because then I could support them financially, and I could fix this issue, right? Uh, so it was then that I had read this book, The Millionaire Next Door. It's a really good book, and I highly recommend it to you. And now, well, you maybe know that after that I've had some difficulties with failing with my first business, and then it took a really long time before I achieved success with my second business that I now own. And there was all kinds of things, right? So, but now everything is going well. Thank God, thank heavens, right? And I'm again focused on getting rich, right? So uh, I have to say this correctly, right? So I think I have found the formula for getting rich and getting wealthy, and I have learned it from Grant Cardone, uh, from this interview that he had with Lewis Hose, Lewis Hose, right? He has this podcast or YouTube channel, which is called The School for Greatness, right? And you should also check out that one. Okay, so now I will say it, but I must say that it is a quote, right? Because I've learned it from Grant Cardone. So he has said, uh, I think, four things, and then I myself add a fifth one. And they are earn money. So work at your job or work at your business, earn the money. That's number one. Keep money. That is to save money, right? The third one is multiply money. If you can buy five of these lighters for $1 and you sell them for uh, $1 each, and you find five customers, you have earned $5. You have multiplied the $1 into $5, right? That's to multiply money. And then he said the fourth thing is to invest in assets that cash flow, preferably every month. So he's obviously invested in real estate, in houses, apartments that are assets because they cash flow. The people live in there and they pay him the rent every month. His businesses are also assets because they cash flow. The business sells products and the money comes into the business every month. So is mine business, obviously, and so are books and courses. If you sell the books and the courses and the money comes in every month from royalties and so on, that are also assets. And then the fifth thing is what I have added. So end quote. That is to create assets, right? So Grant Cardone has obviously done that with writing books and creating the sales training and creating his businesses and so on. But I have also done a bit of that with creating my business, right? There was nothing, then there was an idea, and now there is a legal business structure that is formed at the notary, and now it's a business, right? And then I used to buy and resell greeting cards, and then after a while, I created my own designs, right? And I have also written a bunch of books, and maybe some of them you should check out, right? Like Recipe for Happiness and Build Your Fortune, the second edition, and a faster way to riches and success, or is it faster way to success and riches? It's been a while. And if you do these five things and you keep doing them and you repeat them and repeat them and repeat them for months and years and decades, you're gonna get rich and wealthy, right? So I was so excited about this, man. I couldn't sleep, right? So recently I go to bed early, like 9 o'clock. Now it's a bit later, but tonight it will be 10 o'clock, and then I put on YouTube. I put on an audio book, and recently I'm listening to the Millionaire Next Door. And yes, I have read it in the past, but now I am listening to it on audiobook on YouTube, and I highly recommend it to you and to everybody. Uh, so are the 5 steps clear to you? Earn money, save money, multiply money, invest in assets that cash flow, preferably every month, but you can also invest in stocks that produce dividends every quarter or every year. That's also good. And then create assets, write books, create courses, sell them. Maybe you can build stuff, you can build sheds, houses, and sell those, right? Uh, uh, okay, well, thank you very much. I hope I have helped you. I hope you take this to heart and you start implementing and start doing it, right? Because there's no point in being a ATNA, as Joe Girard calls them, all talk and no action, right? If you do that, then nothing is gonna change, right? Okay, maybe this would be good stuff to write a book about, right? To go more into depth into these things. Well, maybe in the future. So, this is really powerful and life changing, man. You should really do it. I'm doing it, and you should do it. And Grant Cardone and probably the other guy are also doing it, right? Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope I haven't. Well, I've said it's a quote, right? I've learned it from Grant, so I pass it on to you. I don't think I did anything wrong with that. Thank you very much, and until next time. Okay, bye bye.